Welcome back to the channel, and let me tell you guys, I'm ready to talk about Kingdom Hearts here. Let me get straight to the point. Kingdom Hearts 4, where are you? Where are you, Kingdom Hearts 4? We've been waiting. We've all been waiting for a long time once again. And now the storyline is simple again. It's not as complicated anymore, thanks to Kingdom Hearts 3, or at least that's what I like to hope to think. But the question is, where is Kingdom Hearts 4? It's been too long, and it's time for us to get another adaptation to Square Enix's beautiful imagining of Kingdom Hearts. Long storyline, by the way. Very long storyline. A little complicated, but it's a long storyline. I mean, I feel like if I were to break it down, it would take me like 7 hours. But just to like talk quickly about it, it's about Kingdom Hearts. Kidding. So it's about 3 characters, and you have Sora, the main character representing light. You have Riku, main character that eventually becomes the master key holder, or master Keyblade warrior, and he represents, I want to say he represents darkness, but he represents more light than darkness, because he had to go through a very long process of going through darkness before he actually learned to succumb to it and let light shine through. Basically, there's always going to be a little good and evil, and that's what we have to hold on to in symbolism terms. And I have no idea where I'm going, so let's find out. And then you have Kairi, which ends up being a little more complicated. She ends up being from Hollow Bastion / Radiant Garden, and she has this special ability that whenever she's in trouble, her heart needs to go to the nearest light. So there was a part where Kairi heart was inside Sora, so Sora has 2 hearts, and it's too much. It's too much. It all starts at Destiny Island. You have these 3 characters. All of a sudden, darkness comes and envelops the island. All of a sudden, that's where the Keyblade warrior must be found to be able to destroy the darkness. Oh goodness, oh, this is neighborhood. Okay, let's see. So eventually that's where we have Sora wielding the Keyblade, but that's after Riku, because technically Riku was the one that was supposed to have the Keyblade first, but it it kind of worked out in a weird way. So let's just say that Riku and Sora are both characters that they enjoy the whole battle with each other for the Keyblades, because they like fighting for keys. So in Kingdom Hearts 1, the main bad guy is Ansem, and he's trying to resurrect Kingdom Hearts in order to, of course, take over the world. And through the journey, Sora meets Donald and Goofy, which are Donald in this game is like the master magician, and then Goofy is like the general. That's like the main the army's general. And King Mickey's missing, so they both leave and search for him, but then they also need to find the Keyblade warrior, which is going to be the one to destroy the darkness. So they ended up stumbling across Sora, and then together they go through the journey, and I've always loved how Disney and Final Fantasy is incorporated into the storyline, because it adds new elements that it's not familiar to anybody. Because even nowadays, not a lot of people know about Kingdom Hearts, and it's gonna be one of those games that even now, the newer remastered versions, for somebody that's interested in that type of game, I mean, if they start to play it now, they're gonna fall in love, because it's one of those games that it's just that good. At least starting with the first one, of course. So main emphasis of Kingdom Hearts 1 is, of course, you find out that the Kingdom Hearts is what's needed to take over, and in order to get that, you need to start collecting. They need to collect like innocent hearts. So the evil characters are the Heartless, and they're basically taking hearts of innocence in order to wake the Kingdom Hearts and go from there. So of course, Ansem gets destroyed, as he should. And there's a lot more games, by the way. There's Chain of Memories for Game Boy Advance. There's Birth by Sleep. There's 358 by 2 days, I think it is. Like, there's too many games. But in the part 2, there's new characters that are added, and this is in the form of Axel, Roxas, and then there's another character that was added in 358 by 2 days for the DS. But that character eventually was erased just because she was gonna be a copy of Sora. Because now in part 2, tada, Sora is in a capsule, and his memories need to be like brought back. So now you're like playing the game as Sora, or I mean as Roxas in the very beginning, which you find out Roxas is Sora's nobody. Which is another part. So nobodies are, every time somebody loses a heart, when they lose the heart, they become nobody, basically. Like, it splits off, and then two things happen. There's a Heartless that gets produced, and then there's also a nobody that gets produced. And then the nobody is basically just it's just a version of Heartless that has no heart at all, because the Heartless still have a heart. It's just that their heart is not as much as a regular person, so they're heartless. So it's one of those situations that you get a lot of new elements added. And on the second one, eventually, as you play as Roxas, you restore Sora, and Sora comes back, and of course Goofy and Donald are there. Riku's in the dark world because he needs to fight his demons in order to like really unlock his power, and he's also teamed up with King Mickey, which they're both in the darkness basically, while Sora's dealing in the light. So Sora comes back, and in this game the bad guy is Xemnas, which is part of Organization 13, which that's another part. Organization 13, it's comprised of 13 nobodies. Roxas is one of the Organization 13, but in Kingdom Hearts 2 he is separated, and he also loses his memories because he went against Organization 13 in an earlier game, the one for DS, the 350, I want to say it's 358 by 2, something like that. I keep getting it, if I keep getting it wrong, I'm sorry. But he ends up betraying them because he's finding out the plot behind what Organization 13 is doing, and it's definitely not good. So he ends up betraying them, and later on you find out he is the 13th member of Organization 13, but their goal is to once again bring back the Kingdom Hearts. And this time it's in the form of the 7 light hearts from the 7 princesses. Oh, it's another neighborhood. Oh gosh. So this time it's the 7 princesses. So So of course, as we play throughout the game, there's not that many Organization 13 members, because in Chain of Memories, Sora takes care of a couple. And then I believe by the time you play Kingdom Hearts 2, there's only... Let me see if there's a roundabout. There's only like 4 or 5. There's not... I mean, maybe like 7. I'm not sure. I'd have to like recollect. But there's not that many. So as you go through Kingdom Hearts 2, you finally get to the very end. You beat Xemnas. That battle was brutal, by the way. So after you beat Xemnas, then happens this magical part where you get introduced even more stuff. And now we have, let me cut it there, and let me just bring up now Birth by Sleep, which is another set of 3 characters. And this is Ventus, Terra, and Aqua. And these are 3 characters that, once again, they're wielding I don't want to say the original Keyblades, but they're wielding Keyblades that are now being wielded by King Mickey, I believe, is wielding one of them. So it's like it's like Kingdom Hearts, but in the past, of like how everything was formed. And this was all before the Heartless and all that good stuff. So after Kingdom Hearts 2, you find out about these 3, and then you find out that their master, there was another master, that was Master Xehanort, and you find out he was corrupted because he ended up corrupting Terra. And Terra, he ends up being corrupted, attacks Aqua and Ventus. He's the strongest of the bunch. He ends up causing mayhem. And of course, we gotta start this adventure all over again. But now this time, Riku's back. He's finally awakened the power. And that's the key word, awakened. The point of this game is that they both have to learn how to learn the power of awakening. And by doing so, they are fulfilling their exam to being Keyblade Masters. So the whole evil plot here is that most of our Organization 13 is already destroyed. There's pretty much nobody left. Pretty much nobody. Xehanort is like the only one. So he ends up pulling a Voldemort and just kind of replicating himself to make another set of 13. And this time, of course, he wants to create the Kingdom Hearts to take over. And this time, the form of the Kingdom Hearts, you find out that it's when 13 dark members fight 7 light members. So with time, through all the Kingdom Hearts games, you find out that, of course, Organization 13 fought against all the light members. And there's Donald, Goofy, Sora, there's Kairi. Kairi's included because she wields his Keyblade, by the way, guys. Woo! And Riku, King Mickey, and I'm probably forgetting one. But the thing is that now it is fulfilled. So Kingdom Hearts is going to be created from that. At the very end, of course, good guy wins. All that good stuff happens. There's some sadness. And guys, I'm not gonna describe everything, because these are games that you're definitely gonna have to try them out. Like I'm not gonna like be one of those dudes where I'm just like kind of detailing everything. Like I'm just jumping into like certain facts that, hey, if you like it, you know, enjoy, and if not, that's cool too, but you should definitely try it though. But in the end, the good guy wins. And of course, through the power of awakening, Kairi is slept because Xehanort attacked her and then basically put her out. So Sora uses the power of awakening, and by doing so, he went so deep, Inception style, into the awakening that Kairi came back but by doing so he knew that he was not going to be able to come back himself. And that's, and in short terms, that's where we left off in Kingdom Hearts 4, because we got that beautiful trailer where all of a sudden, even though Kingdom Hearts 3 had already kind of realistic settings, especially with the Big Hero 5, the Big Hero 5 level, where it's like a town and stuff like that. So him waking up, but this time it's in the middle of a city, all the buildings are hyper realistic, humans are walking around, and all of a sudden darkness is just coming in, and we get a cliffhanger like that. And now that the story somewhat is back to making sense, we can't just not have that. We have to have another Kingdom Hearts 4. We have to have another Kingdom Hearts, I'm sorry, not another Kingdom Hearts 4, otherwise I'd be happy already. But we just need it, guys. So let me know in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like Kingdom Hearts? Which one's your favorite? If you guys like the video, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.